This is your weekly global sailing highlights show, The World on Water for September 12, 2025. The first 2 days of racing at the 35th Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup have delivered exceptional competition. The 47-yacht fleet split across 5 classes has enjoyed some testing sailing conditions. The Rolex IMA Maxi won World Championship fleet, featuring the most powerful entrants, and the Rolex IMA Grand Prix World Championship fleet, featuring pure thoroughbred racers, have both contested 1 coastal course and 2 windward leeward races so far.
47 yachts, 2 world championships, 5 days of intense racing. The 2025 Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup is the one they all want to win, and none more so than the all-new Magic Carpet E.
We all want to win, but there's so much to do. We've got different areas to learn. Every day's a school day.
As the regatta got underway in Porto Cervo, all eyes were on the new state-of-the-art yacht, competing in the Rolex IMA Maxi 1 World Championship. Could Magic Carpet E claim a world title at the first time of asking?
Innovation and reliability don't always go hand in hand, so that's the goal, keeping it all working. We know it works, but anything can happen.
Out on the stunning coastal racetrack of the Costa Smeralda, the 100-foot yacht faced its toughest test to date against a fiercely contested 9-strong fleet of Class 1, including the local favourite Bullet, sailed by the Yacht Club Costa Smeralda Commodore Andrea Ricordati.
We have the best teams, the best sail programs, keep on optimizing both year after year. It's just going to be all out this week.
Also in the mix, the female crew Tilicana 2, with a point to prove.
We're a new crew on a boat that's new to us, trying to show that girls and guys can sail alongside each other. So a good result will really kind of prove the concept and hopefully inspire others to follow.
With the regatta approaching its midpoint, it's Wally Chenzo V that leads the Class 1 standings. But with plenty more racing to come, the championship is far from decided. Join us again for more updates from the Maxi Yacht Rolex Cup, as the 4 other classes share the spotlight on Sardinia's emerald waters.
There were light winds at the start this week in Genoa for the 7 IMOCAs in the Ocean Race Europe fleet, who were looking for speed at the start of Leg 5 in the Med as they headed for the finish in Boka Bay, Montenegro. The 7 IMOCA teams have departed Genoa, Italy, on the 5th and final leg of the Ocean Race Europe 2025 with a challenging 1,600 nautical mile passage through the Mediterranean and into the Adriatic Sea, finishing in Boka Bay, Montenegro. Conditions at the start were light, with the fleet ghosting over the line at just 3 to 4 knots in a sub-5 knot breeze. Leg 4 winner Italy's Ambrogio Beccaria's Allegrande Marpe Racing, also from Italy, made the strongest early move, edging ahead across flat waters to the delight of home fans. Despite more than a week of racing ahead, the skippers agreed the race could be shaped within hours of the start, with the key decision being whether the first usable breeze would be found inshore or offshore. The German team, Boris Hermann's Marlesia, called the scenario challenging and suggested the start could prove decisive. The Leg 5 route takes the fleet south past Corsica, Sardinia, and Sicily, before turning east towards Greece, and then north into the Adriatic for the final sprint to Montenegro. With countless local weather effects and small, unstable wind patches expected, the sailors anticipate a highly tactical and unpredictable stage. Overall leader Paul Mihat of the French IMOCA, Biotham, starts this decisive leg with a 12-point margin, but with 16 points still available, which includes a scoring gate near Sardinia, 7 points for the leg win, and 7 more in the final coastal race in Boka Bay. The title is far from secured. Mihat has drafted in Spanish sailor Carlos Maniera to replace Brit Sam Goodchild, with co-skipper Amélie Grassi of France set to take charge of navigation and strategy. Meanwhile, for teams, Team Paprec Archia, Team Holcim, PRB, Allegrande Marpe Racing, and Team Marlesia all remain locked in a close fight for the remaining podium positions. The boats are expected in Boka Bay between the 14th and 16th of September, with the grand finale and final coastal race scheduled for the 20th of September.
Hours maybe. Yeah, the first 48 hours actually it's very typical Ligurian conditions, so no wind, very no wind. We will have a choice just on the starting line as we go offshore or we stay to the land. Very complicated one, and it can actually change the whole race. But this is Mediterranean race, and we proved that we are good at it. So we just have to stick to the plan and see what's gonna be.
Normally in Med we are sailing 2-3 days max, and 8 days is like a huge, and we don't know. It's really hot. Wind is changing every time, so we'll try to keep motivation. But I'm sure that's not the problem, because it's going to be a really amazing fight with the other boat. But I think it will be amazing with sightseeing around the island, a new country. Yeah, it's like a trip also, this one, I think.
The Luna Rossa team has resumed its program at the Cagliari base in light of the new protocol, published on August 12th. The document regulating the 38th America's Cup introduces several innovations that affect various areas of the campaign. The Luna Rossa team members explain the key points to better understand how the next edition of the world's oldest sporting trophy will work.
Welcome back.
Era un momento che aspettavamo da tempo, perché ovviamente il protocollo è quello che detta un po' le regole del gioco, quindi finalmente abbiamo le informazioni che ci permettono di iniziare a lavorare in maniera un po' più dettagliata su quello che sarà la prossima Coppa America nel 2027 a Napoli.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno Ginny.
Ti prego. Ciao Maz.
L'obiettivo principale è quello di cercare di rendere l'evento il più sostenibile possibile per l'evento in sé e anche per il team, e credo che la creazione di questa partnership sarà molto interessante, perché finalmente si potrà dare stabilità in termini di date, deadline. Alla fine abbiamo la fortuna di partire da una base molto forte. La barca utilizzata a Barcellona è una barca molto veloce, quindi dovremo essere bravi ad adattare il nuovo regolamento e anche gli innesti, no? Le persone nuove che sono entrate a far parte del team sicuramente porteranno qualcosa di interessante, e dobbiamo sfruttare al meglio i prossimi mesi per arrivare a Napoli il più preparati possibile.
Allora, devo guardare te. Sono Marco Mercuriali e faccio parte del team Luna Rossa.
Gilberto Nobili, Luna Rossa.
Sono Jacopo Plazzi Marzotto, uno dei coach di Luna Rossa.
My name is Orazio Carabelli, and today we're going to go through the AC38 rules, which are the constraints for this new challenge.
Il protocollo della Coppa America, come tradizione, viene scritto dal Defender, che è il team che ha vinto l'ultima edizione, e il Challenge of Record, che è un protocollo innovativo perché è diverso dal solito.
We have to use the same hulls as the AC37, but with it we can build 3 new foil wings, we can build a new rudder, we cannot build a new mast, but we can change a fair amount of it, and a full set of sails, between mainsails and jibs.
L'America's Cup 38 comincerà con delle regate preliminari, poi nel vivo avremo le selezioni dei challenger e alla fine l'America's Cup match che deciderà il vincitore.
The people on board has been reduced. We're going to have a total of 6. 5 of them are sailors, 1 of them has to be a woman, and 1 is going to be a guest.
Durante la prossima Coppa America a Napoli avremo anche gli eventi giovanili e femminili come l'edizione precedente a Barcellona. La seconda novità importante è che ci sarà la possibilità per un equipaggio misto, composto da 2 giovani e 2 ragazze, di competere nelle preliminari regatta a bordo degli AC40. Perfetta, direi, no?
The Sydney 18-footers are a high-tech build. Brett Van Munster is the brains and the constructor behind their 21st century building. He builds these sailing wonders.
I often say that if you knew what it was built of, you probably wouldn't use it the way that you do. I'm Brett Van Munster, I'm Director of Van Munster Boats, and we've been building 18-foot skiffs for the Australian 18-footer League and for the class throughout the world since 2007. That question gets asked quite a lot, how many boats have been built, and to be honest with you, I don't know. I would suggest that it'd be well and truly over 40, it could be even be up to 60, but I'd have to sit down and count it. It's too many to remember now anyway.
My name's Dan. I've worked here since 2011, so quite a few years now building these. Fell into it through a love of sailing and then started building them, haven't left because I love it. So the frame will come out, flip it upside down, we'll wet out some unis. These unis go as a pad limit under these 2 bulkheads, basically to transmit load from your chain plates through to your mast step and in the direction of the wings, stop the boat folding in half. Then mix glue, apply glue over the whole frame, throw it into the boat, put the deck back on to locate it, set up our wings and on to the next step tomorrow.
The part that's unique about an 18-foot skiff compared to most other production or one design boats is the fact that we're using Nomex cores, we're using high tech. The resin is a pre-preg resin. The boats get cooked at 100 degrees Celsius. And so what that does is that makes the resin that holds the carbon fibre together far stronger. Some engineers will tell you that it's up to 1.5 times stronger than what a normal conventional resin system is. And that comes through the processing application of it and the heat that it undergoes, so heat and pressure. And that's another reason why the boats tend to last, because the boats have better fatigue resistance, and that's what the pre-preg system offers. Pre-preg system also offers a massive benefit in that the boat will be more consistent generically weight-wise because the carbon fibre is wet out by a big complex machine in Europe, and within a very, very tight 2% fibre to resin ratio. The other thing that's of note of these boats is the carbon fibre actually gets manufactured specifically for these boats to our own specifications. So this year we're doing 6 boats because that's the minimum order requirements to actually get the carbon to be built to our specification. One of those boats is going to go to the ASCC guys in New Zealand, and I believe 1 or 2 will be commissioned, and then we're going to have 3 boats in stock for new teams to come into the class.
Hi, my name's Bailey. I've been here for 3 years and I've been building 18-foot skiffs boats for 4 months now. Got a great team, good team. We all work together. Probably doing it and cutting and fitting the frame to the boat and fitting it all to the deck, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm Joel Bieshel. I'm 17 years old and I'm a second-year apprentice here at Van Munster Boats. These are the first sort of lot where I've been sort of full-time and got to see the whole build process.
My name's Jack. Working here, it's pretty good. Got a good group of lads working on the skiffs. I kind of just grew up around the water and boats a lot, so it kind of just interests me. And I ran into Brett one day and we got talking about it, and yeah, I just took it on. Our end goal is to try and make the boat as one design as what we possibly can and provide better longevity through the fleet, which gives the club and the class a better return on their investments. It's hard to quantify whether these boats will be quicker, so our goal is to make sure the boat's as competitive as it can be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years down the track. And I guess a perfect example of that is seeing how competitive the ASCC guys were this year, how Django won the Worlds again this year, and I think that's a 5 or a 6-year-old boat, possibly now. I can't remember, we've lost track of it. And then the Black Knight guys won in Europe. So I think having boats set up correctly and sailed correctly is probably more beneficial than having a new boat.
The Clipper 2025-26 race started from Gunwharf Quays, Portsmouth, UK, marking the beginning of an epic 40,000 nautical mile circumnavigation. Stage 1 of the Clipper Round the World Yacht Race is from Portsmouth to Puerto Sherry, Spain. Our report is of the start, and then we have an onboard report from Raceboat Gosh, one of the 10 boats in the fleet.
It is race start day, so I'm just saying goodbye to my family before everybody leaves the dock, and we prepare to leave.
It's a real thing now. Crew's getting really excited. They're doing a bit of work getting the boat prepped just for going out. So yeah, race on.
We're ready to go. There's been a long lead up, a lot of preparation, so it's time to get going.
Setting sail, we're setting off, we're heading out. Stuff's about to get real.
Excited for what is to come.
It's really great atmosphere.
Hugely excited, good ocean crossing coming up and good racing.
It's exciting times, but it's also very emotional.
Yourselves. You're all absolutely up to it, and all the best. Go out there, race hard, have fun. Excitement on the dock here this morning. A lot of nervous anticipation, I think, for the day, but really happy on where we're at. Boats are really amazingly prepared. Everyone's ready to go. We just got to get out there now and do it.
Now ask for God's blessing on the Clipper Round the World Yacht Race, that you really each may have the race of your life. Yes,
Get back on.
Right, so day 3 on board Team Gosh, and we are well into the Bay of Biscay now. Conditions haven't really relented. Waves breaking over the deck pretty much continuously. So really impressed with how the crew managed to pull through and still did some decent speeds. As in anything like in these conditions, there's always stuff, always problems coming up a bit more quickly than you would like, or a bit more frequently than you would like. We're now actually in quite an exciting part of the race because we are coming up to the scoring gate. So we're the red boat here. We've got the scoring gate here. It's been a bit of a challenge to get ourselves west against this wind, and as you can see, we're sort of just really tight on the wind to get down and just hopefully make it inside the scoring gate. It's going to be touch and go who gets the 2 points and who gets the 1 point. So Otto's up on deck at the moment, just making sure everything is trimmed correctly to get us going as fast as we can.
It's been incredible. It's been a bit spicy, lots of weather, lots of 45-degree angles, some rain, lots of big waves, but we're here with a great crew and getting through it together.
Oh, it's rolling. It's certainly lived up to its reputation this trip. You can get a light swell, or you can get what we've got. So, yeah.
Yesterday, broken finger man down, and now surfing big Biscaya waves. Choppy, wavy, lots of wind, rain showers, but it's fun helming it, I must say.
The 2025 Wingfoil Racing World Cup China has come to a close, bringing together 70 competitors from 12 countries on Daesan Island at the delta of the Yangtze River. The event offered 500 points and €60,000 in prize money. The Yangtze River, a lifeblood of China, connecting regions and cultures for centuries, provided a stunning backdrop for the thrilling convergence of global talent.
The Yangtze River, a lifeblood of China, connecting regions and cultures for centuries. And now, it's the backdrop for a thrilling convergence of global talent. 70 competitors from 12 countries gathered on Daesan Island, at the delta of the Yangtze River for the 2025 Wingfoil Racing World Cup China. A stage for cultural exchange where athletes from around the world came together to compete for 500 points and €60,000 in prize money. The conditions were testing, with strong tidal currents pushing the competitors to their limits. But the competition was fierce from the start, with Kamil Manowiecki of Poland and Maddalena Spanu of Italy dominating the long-distance races on day one. Reigning world champion Mattis Gio, World Cup Turkey winner Alessandro Tomasi, Sean Herbert from New Zealand and Karolina Królewszczyńska from Poland all gave it their all. And the Chinese sailors Liu Yu Xiao and Mei Zhuan Xiao showcased their skills on home soil. But on the final day, the weather gods had other plans. Instead of wind and waves, the riders were greeted by a hot sun and glassy waters. The stages of the Mel Series were cancelled one by one as the day progressed, and the overnight results were made final. In the end, Kamil Manowiecki from Poland took the top spot in the men's division, followed by Mattis Gio and Alessandro Tomasi.
I came here really solid 2 weeks in advance. I had the good preparation, solid week of racing, and I'm really happy to be winning this competition as it's really important for the general ranking.
In the women's division, Maddalena Spanu continued her dominance, winning all events of the season to date.
I'm really happy about my position. I won the race, so I'm very proud about my performance this week.
A special mention to 15-year-old Vaina Picot from France, who won bronze, a promising start to her career. The 2025 Wingfoil Racing World Cup China may be over, but the tour is far from finished. The next stop is coming up, and the final showdown will be in Brazil in December. The excitement continues.